most recent shooting happened around 8 o'clock this morning on Union Avenue near Oakdale Street. Police Chief Eric Winstrom says officers found a woman dead after neighbors heard gunshots and called police. A suspect took off but was found a short time later on the city's northeast side. Police have not released his name. Officers were working to locate children who live in the home this morning to make sure that they were safe.
Looks like this is likely a domestic incident. At this point in time, we have not identified the victim, but it's a very strong possibility. I'd be surprised if this wasn't domestic in nature.
Secrets are like shadows. They thrive in the dark and can completely consume your light. If you're in a relationship and you're keeping something hidden, it doesn't just affect you, it dims the light for both of you. Even in the strongest relationships, the introduction of secrets can become a destructive force. And if your relationship is bound by contract, such as marriage, then the stakes escalate dramatically, and the potential fallout becomes a colossal mess. But what if one person in the relationship has been totally dishonest about who they are, and what they've shown you is just a mask, not a true representation of themselves? They're living a double life, juggling different personas. When the fear of being exposed starts to sneak in, and the worry about their carefully crafted world crumbling becomes overwhelming, the fallout can be more than devastating. It can be downright fatal. This is the story of Alicia Danielle Lofton, a story of ultimate betrayal for unmasking a deadly secret. We're going to get into it, but first be sure to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on updates to this story, trending true crime topics, and so much more. Now let's get into it. Alicia Danielle Lofton, a radiant mother of 3 residing in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is described by her family as a vibrant, loving spirit who found joy in every moment. She had a heart of gold, always ready to offer her last if you were in need. Successfully raising 3 children, including one on the verge of college graduation, another embarking on his first year at Grand Valley, and a youngest daughter navigating high school, Alicia's accomplishments as a single mother were nothing short of extraordinary. Her dedication to family life didn't go unnoticed, especially when she entered a serious relationship with Marcus. Together, they painted a picture of love and happiness across social media, sharing glimpses of their playful interactions through photos and videos. Their chemistry was evident in moments of laughter, animated exchanges, and even lively dances captured and shared with friends and family online. Marcus, a figure known in town for his flashy yet gentlemanly demeanor, was recognized by his generosity, often going the extra mile to assist those in need. With a penchant for dressing up and showcasing his collection of cars, Marcus earned the nickname Bug among friends. Despite Marcus's previous reputation as someone involved with multiple women, Alicia held a special place in his life. a departure from his past of not publicly acknowledging his relationships. His shift towards publicizing his connection with Alicia marked a notable change, signaling the seriousness of their commitment compared to his previous on and off again relationship with his baby mama. February 2023. In the embrace of February, Alicia and Marcus would embark on a pivotal life journey, choosing to formalize their connection and take the significant step of tying the knot. Their social media posts painted a picture of radiant happiness, portraying a fun-loving couple with the promise of a joyous future from an outsider's perspective. However, the initial gleam of their union dimmed all too swiftly. Within a mere 3 months of their marital bliss, ominous cracks in their foundation began to emerge. And the love that once radiated in their online images turned into a tumultuous reality, marked by heated arguments, eventually escalating to a distressing physical altercation that led to Marcus's arrest in May 2023. As the seasons shifted from spring to fall, whispers of infidelity began to reach Alicia's ears, casting shadows on the trust she once held for Marcus. The rumors hinted at the possibility of him cheating, prompting Alicia to confront him with her suspicions. The revelation sparked tension, igniting a series of heated arguments within their marriage. With each accusation, the strain on their relationship intensified, pushing Alicia to a breaking point. She reached a moment of profound realization. She could no longer bear the weight of a marriage tainted by secrets and betrayal. Armed with her suspicions of Marcus's hidden transgressions, Alicia found herself at a crossroads, no longer willing to be a participant in a relationship built on deception. August 2023. Alicia, determined to unravel the truth behind the unsettling whispers, chose to investigate Marcus's suspected infidelity herself, instead of hiring a private investigator. Taking matters into her own hands, she posted Marcus's image on a popular Facebook group designed for women seeking intel about potentially cheating partners. The responses she received were not just confirming, they were shocking, turning Alicia's worst fears into a stark reality. Now in possession of damning evidence, Alicia's anguish deepened when she stumbled upon a secretly recorded video depicting someone she believed to be Marcus in a compromising situation. The gravity of this discovery would incite frustration and anger in anyone. Fueled by her emotions, Alicia decided to take a bold step. She went live on Facebook to expose her cheating husband, confronting him with irrefutable evidence in hand. But shortly thereafter, Alicia's Facebook page would mysteriously disappear, and rumors would circulate that Marcus might have compelled her to deactivate it, adding yet another layer of mystery to the tumultuous unraveling of their relationship. The aftermath of Alicia's discovery held profound consequences. She, having reached a definitive breaking point, resolved that this recent discovery marked the conclusive end to her marriage. Determined to move forward, Alicia began taking decisive steps to initiate the process of divorcing Marcus. August 16th, 2023. In the wake of her Facebook announcement and her choice to divorce Marcus, on August 16th, Alicia took further definitive action. She served Marcus with divorce papers, signaling the formal commencement of the dissolution process. However, that wasn't the sole impactful decision Alicia made that day. She also informed Marcus that she intended to sell their home. Alicia had made up her mind. She was determined to escape the nightmare that had engulfed her. She and Marcus had been living apart for 3 months following the tumultuous altercation in May. This separation highlights the swift deterioration of what was supposed to be a lifelong commitment. August 17th, 2023. In the early morning on August 17th, Marcus would make the unsettling decision to visit their home to have a conversation with Alicia. This move raised serious alarms, considering Alicia's active restraining order against him, a precaution she had taken for her safety during the divorce proceedings. He was ordered to stay away from the home, but despite the clear legal boundaries, Marcus chose to go there anyway. It was around 8 a.m. when his unexpected appearance occurred. According to Marcus, he was suspicious that Alicia might be having secret meetings with their realtor and contemplating plans to keep the money once the home was sold. The foundation of trust that might have existed between the couple was now destroyed. There was no trust between them. Once Marcus was inside the home, an argument ensued, escalating beyond the point of return. According to Marcus, in the heat of the moment, he grabbed Alicia's gun from the drawer where she kept it. Initially intending to use the weapon to strike her, Marcus claimed the situation took a tragic turn as the gun accidentally discharged, striking Alicia. Alarmed by the sudden violence, Alicia desperately sought refuge, retreating to a bedroom and securing the door behind her. However, Marcus, in a fit of aggression, broke the lock. There, he discovered his wounded wife, clinging to the hope of escape as she tried to climb out of the bedroom window. Marcus then took aim, shooting her several times in her head, neck, and body. In the aftermath of this heinous act, Marcus swiftly fled the scene, making a hasty escape in his maroon SUV. Shortly thereafter, Grand Rapids police responded to a distressing call reporting shots fired at 1411 Union Avenue Southeast. Upon arrival, the officers were met with a disturbing scene. Alicia's lifeless body lay on the ground next to a house on Adams Street and Union Avenue, her body marred with numerous fatal gunshot wounds to the head and body. The next-door neighbor, an unwitting witness to the tragedy, reported hearing a loud argument preceding the haunting sound of gunshots that filled the air. The neighbor saw Marcus's maroon SUV quickly fleeing the scene. Contrary to the outward appearance of bliss often portrayed on social media, the couple's relationship was, in reality, marked by turbulence and frequent arguments, a stark contrast to the facade presented to the public. Behind closed doors, the truth was far from the happiness depicted online. But on this fateful day, August 17th, a mere 2 days after Alicia filed for divorce, the situation escalated beyond any previous arguments. Marcus, in a disturbing admission, claimed to have experienced a blackout during a fit of violent rage when he shot and killed his wife just 1 day after she served him with divorce papers. Alicia and Marcus had been living separately for months leading up to this tragic event. According to him, she had been accusing him of cheating all along. But what made matters so explosive this time may have had something to do with what Alicia found during her investigation. That video Alicia discovered, according to her friends, was one that depicted Marcus engaging in an intimate encounter with another man. Upon posting Marcus's picture on the popular Whose Man Is This Facebook page, Alicia not only received responses from multiple men claiming they had intimate relations with her husband, but the other man in the video also uploaded the footage. The video featured someone Alicia identified as Marcus engaging in an intimate encounter with the gay man. He claimed to have recorded the video secretly, and Alicia's friends were the ones who brought this to her attention. This discovery exposed a side of Marcus he hadn't anticipated would ever come out. When Alicia went live on Facebook to unveil this secret, Marcus, unprepared for such exposure, likely retaliated by mercilessly shooting her 15 times. Following this gruesome act, investigators identified Alicia Lofton as a possible suspect and arrested him after spotting him walking in the 1200 block of North Avenue Northeast on the next day, August 18th. Marcus Duriel Lofton faces an open murder charge, and on Thursday, September 28th, he was ordered to stand trial for the killing of his wife, Alicia Danielle Lofton. During the subsequent police interview, Marcus disclosed that Alicia had served him with divorce papers on August 16th, declaring her intention to sell their house. However, due to his prior arrest in May for alleged domestic violence against Alicia, he was prohibited from contacting her. Nevertheless, at around 8 a.m. on August 17th, he violated this restriction and made contact with her at the Union Avenue house. In a chilling account, Marcus allegedly told detectives about their argument, during which he seized Alicia's gun from the drawer with the intent to strike her. The confrontation took a deadly turn as he resorted to using the firearm against her. Marcus was subsequently arraigned on a first-degree murder charge and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. He is currently held in jail without bond. The arrest affidavit revealed Marcus's extensive criminal history, including numerous felony convictions, such as carrying a concealed weapon, possession with intent to distribute, and delivery of narcotics. Secrets are like shadows. They thrive in the darkness and can consume all the light in their presence. When introduced into relationships, they become agents of potential destruction, often leading to the relationship's demise. Alicia paid the ultimate price, not for harboring her own secrets in the relationship, but for her discovery of his. The repercussions of living a double life can be devastating if exposed, echoing Newton's third law of motion, which says that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Take care to weigh all the potential outcomes before taking action. Not all farewells require spoken words. Some departures are eloquently written in the language of silence. If you find yourself entangled in a similar situation in the United States, you can call 1-800-799-7233. There, someone is waiting to assist you in safely navigating your way out of the shadows. Thank you, Alicia, for being an embodiment of love and light. May you rest in eternal peace.
Alicia was a high-spirited woman, always happy, always loving, always caring, and she was taken away from her family, from her kids. Her kids, man. Her son just graduated from high school on his way to Grand Valley. Her oldest daughter is in her last year of college, getting ready to graduate. And her youngest daughter is only in high school with a few years left, and she won't be able to witness her son going to college on his first year. Her daughter graduating from college next year. sending her youngest daughter off to proms and all this, all the other high school activities that are going to come, and that's what I think we all need to be focused on, not the story of what happened or how it happened. Was that what we need to focus on is these kids, they lost something and they're never going to get her back. But one thing these kids do have is a hell of a support system. This is us in Florida with our 3 kids, with myself and our family. But it takes a village, I need the support. We need the support. They need the support of the community. But we also need to focus on these kids and their futures and help them out as much as we can, and support them and uplift them and make sure that they're okay. A woman was taken from her children. Children lost their mother. A family lost their cousin, their sister, their friend, whatever, she's not coming back ever. So these kids are really important to me. These kids are really important to a lot of people. Alicia was important to a lot of people, and we just need to be there for these kids. And with the permission of my niece, she allowed me to create a GoFund. This GoFund will help them in ways that it won't bring her back, but it's going to help them with their futures, with counseling, with school, with whatever, anything that you can think that a mother would have stepped up for. Alicia would have did it for these kids. And now that she's not here to help, we need to find a way to help fill this void. Whatever we can do for these kids, for my nieces and my nephew, continue to lift them up, continue to keep them in your prayers. And please, domestic violence is real. Step out, step up, help somebody, speak out, and just be strong.